High in the wind-swept Andes Mountains, an ancient treasure quietly thrives: the alpaca. With their soft coats, gentle eyes, and quirky personalities, these creatures have become more than just icons of South America. Today, over 7 million alpacas roam the earth, most of them grazing across the highlands of Peru, Bolivia, and Chile. But alpacas aren't just charming to look at. They produce one of the most luxurious natural fibers in the world, softer than cashmere, lighter than sheep's wool, and naturally hypoallergenic. Alpaca fleece has quietly revolutionized the global fashion industry. In fact, it's now a $200 million market, with designers from New York to Milan embracing its warmth, elegance, and sustainability. Yet few people know the incredible journey that this humble animal's fiber takes before it ends up in a high-end boutique or a luxury runway show. From its ancient origins to its role in high fashion today, the story of the alpaca is one of history, culture, craftsmanship, and yes, even a bit of spitting. So buckle up. We're diving deep into the world of the alpaca, where every strand of fleece tells a story worth hearing. Not all alpacas are created equal. In fact, there are two distinct breeds that dominate the Andean landscape: the huacaya and the suri. Huacayas are the fluffy ones. Think cotton ball with legs, producing dense, crimpy fleece that's perfect for warm, lofty textiles. Suris, on the other hand, are the runway models of the alpaca world, with silky, pencil-like locks that shimmer in the sun and drape like fine silk. Despite their elegance, alpacas are surprisingly low maintenance and eco-friendly. They graze gently, trimming grass without uprooting it, a key advantage in preserving delicate mountain ecosystems. Their soft, padded feet minimize soil erosion, and their efficient digestive systems allow them to thrive on minimal resources, making them ideal for sustainable farming in dry, high-altitude environments. But perhaps their most notorious trait? Spitting. Yes, when annoyed, threatened, or just feeling sassy, alpacas unleash a targeted stream of partially digested grass. While unpleasant, it's mostly reserved for settling disputes among themselves. Don't take it personally. It's just alpaca etiquette. Behind their serene appearance lies a creature perfectly adapted to harsh environments, culturally symbolic, and biologically designed to produce one of the finest fibers known to fashion. Raising an alpaca is as much an art as it is a science. From the moment a cria, a newborn alpaca, enters the world, the care it receives determines the quality of fiber it will one day produce. After nearly 11 months of gestation, most alpacas give birth standing up, often without human assistance. Within an hour, the cria is walking on its own, a testament to the resilience bred into these animals by centuries of life in the Andes. Nutrition plays a crucial role in this journey. Alpacas feed on natural grasses and hay, and because they digest efficiently, even small amounts provide all the nutrients they need. This lean diet supports the growth of high-quality fiber while keeping their impact on the environment remarkably low. Daily care is thorough but respectful. Pens are cleaned frequently. Alpacas often designate communal bathroom areas, and regular vaccinations, parasite treatments, and hoof trimming ensure the animals stay healthy. Pregnant females receive ultrasounds to monitor fetal development, and breeding is done selectively to improve fiber characteristics and maintain genetic diversity. The entire life cycle is designed around health, sustainability, and fiber excellence. By the time shearing season arrives, each alpaca is healthy, happy, and ready to contribute its share to the world of sustainable luxury. Once a year, usually in spring, alpacas are gently sheared, not just for fiber production, but for their own well-being. Their dense fleece, if left untrimmed, can cause overheating in warmer months. Shearing is essential. and it's done with care, skill, and speed to ensure minimal stress. Each alpaca is calmly laid on a padded surface or table, and a trained team works quickly, typically under 10 minutes, to remove the fleece in one whole piece. The animal is restrained gently to prevent sudden movements, not out of force, but for its safety and that of the handlers. The fleece is collected, weighed, and labeled on the spot. Alongside shearing, alpacas receive a full physical checkup. Their hooves are trimmed, their teeth are inspected, and their ears, eyes, and skin are examined for signs of irritation or infection. This is not just a fiber harvest, it's a full-service wellness day for the animal. On average, a single alpaca produces 2 to 4 kilograms of fiber per year, depending on its breed and health. These valuable fibers retain their softness and strength only if the animal is healthy and calm throughout the process. In short, good fiber starts with good care, and the well-being of the alpaca is always the top priority. Once the fleece leaves the farm, it enters a meticulous sorting process at artisan processing plants. This stage is entirely manual, handled by experienced workers whose trained eyes and hands evaluate each fleece in detail. The raw fiber is spread out on wide tables and carefully inspected. It's sorted by color, length, softness, and cleanliness. Lighter, softer fibers are destined for high-end garments, while coarser fibers may become durable products like rugs or blankets. The most prized grade, baby alpaca, comes not from young alpacas, but from the softest part of the adult fleece, typically the underbelly. No heavy machinery is used during sorting. Each fleece is touched and assessed to ensure quality is preserved from the start. Workers remove debris, separate tangled or matted sections, and create uniform fiber batches. After sorting, the fiber moves on to washing. Although alpaca fleece is cleaner than most animal fibers, it still contains dust, grass, and natural oils. It's gently washed in warm water using biodegradable soap, free of harsh chemicals. Multiple rinse cycles and soft brushing align and untangle the fibers without damaging them. At the end of this stage, the fiber is clean, soft, and ready for drying, one step closer to becoming a luxury garment. After washing, the delicate alpaca fiber is carefully dried in temperature-controlled dryers, typically set around 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This ensures moisture is removed evenly without damaging the fiber's structure or natural softness. Once dry, the fleece is airy, clean, and ready for carding, a key step that transforms raw fiber into a material ready for spinning. Carding is the process of aligning the fibers and removing any remaining debris. The fleece is passed through a series of rollers covered in fine wire teeth, which gently separate, straighten, and blend the fibers into a uniform mass. The result is a soft, continuous sliver of fiber known as a roving, or mecha. This roving is then either stored for later use or immediately spun into yarn. Industrial spinning machines stretch and twist the fibers into long, even threads. The process is precise, balancing tension and speed to produce yarn that is both strong and supple. The finest rovings become ultra-soft yarns used in luxury garments, while slightly coarser batches are spun into thicker yarns for outerwear or home textiles. These yarns are wound onto large cones or spools, ready for dyeing or weaving. From field to fiber, every step so far preserves the alpaca's extraordinary softness and natural strength, laying the foundation for garments that are warm, breathable, and timeless. Once spun, the alpaca yarns enter the dyeing phase, a blend of tradition and innovation. Because alpaca fiber lacks lanolin and has a smooth surface, it absorbs dye exceptionally well. This allows for deep, uniform colors that retain their vibrancy over time. Before dyeing, the yarns undergo a gentle pre-treatment to remove any remaining oils or particles. Then, they are immersed in large vats filled with eco-friendly, biodegradable dyes. These dyes are carefully selected not only for color fastness, but also to maintain the fiber's natural softness and breathability. The dye baths are maintained at controlled temperatures, usually around 95 degrees Celsius, 203 degrees Fahrenheit, to allow the color to fully bond without weakening the fiber. After dyeing, the yarn is rinsed multiple times to remove excess dye, ensuring vibrant, clean shades. Once colored, the yarns are air-dried or pass through low-temperature dryers. They are then inspected for consistency in hue, texture, and strength. Any imperfections are corrected manually before the yarns are passed to the finishing stage. In finishing, the yarns are gently brushed or steamed to enhance softness and elasticity. Some may be blended or twisted into specialty textures for unique fabrics. At this point, the fibers are ready to be used in luxury fashion, elegant home decor, or artisanal products that carry the warmth and heritage of the Andes. The journey from animal to textile nears completion, with every step designed to highlight alpaca fiber's exceptional quality and eco-conscious appeal. With dyed yarns now soft, strong, and full of color, they're ready to be transformed into luxurious textiles. In modern facilities, precision looms take over, mechanized yet guided by skilled hands and watchful eyes. These machines weave the yarns into fabrics that range from delicate and lightweight to dense and insulating, depending on the desired end product. Each loom is calibrated for a specific fabric style. Fine yarns create smooth, breathable textiles, ideal for scarves, shawls, and elegant garments, while thicker yarns are used for warm coats, ponchos, or home decor. The weaving process ensures tight, consistent patterns that retain the natural softness and warmth of alpaca fiber. In artisanal communities, traditional hand looms are still in use. Here, weaving is not just production, it's storytelling. Generations of Andean weavers pass down symbolic patterns, often inspired by local wildlife, landscapes, or ancient beliefs. These hand-woven pieces carry cultural identity stitched into every thread. Once woven, the textiles may undergo a light brushing or steaming to enhance their finish, then carefully folded and packaged. At this point, they are ready for tailoring or direct sale as premium fabrics. From animal to artisan, the journey of alpaca fiber culminates in these exquisite fabrics, a union of nature, tradition, and modern craftsmanship. Beyond its luxurious texture and warmth, alpaca fiber carries deep cultural and economic meaning. In the Andean regions of Peru, Bolivia, and Chile, alpacas have been woven into the fabric of life for thousands of years, literally and symbolically. Their wool appears in traditional clothing, religious ceremonies, and art, symbolizing abundance, resilience, and sacred connection to the land. In Peru alone, alpacas support the livelihoods of over 120,000 rural families. The animals not only provide a source of income, but also sustain ancient traditions passed down through generations. Shearing festivals, craft fairs, and textile contests preserve cultural pride and rural economies. Internationally, alpaca wool has carved a niche in the sustainable luxury fashion industry. Designers praise its biodegradable quality, hypoallergenic softness, and wide color range, all of which make it an eco-conscious alternative to synthetic fibers or conventional wool. Global demand continues to grow as conscious consumers seek textiles that marry ethics and elegance. From haute couture runways to ethical fashion brands, alpaca has become a symbol of sustainability without compromise. In every stitch of alpaca fiber, there's a story, not just of beauty and craftsmanship, but of identity, heritage, and global collaboration. From the misty Andean highlands to the luxurious runways of Paris and New York, the journey of alpaca fiber is one of nature, craftsmanship, and cultural legacy. It begins with a gentle animal that offers its fleece once a year, continues through the careful hands of farmers and artisans, and ends in the hands of designers shaping the future of sustainable fashion. Alpaca fiber is more than just a material. It's a symbol of ethical production, ecological balance, and centuries-old heritage. Its softness rivals cashmere, its warmth outperforms wool, and its low environmental footprint makes it one of the most sustainable, natural fibers on Earth. Each stage of the alpaca's journey, from breeding and feeding to shearing, washing, carding, dyeing, and weaving, tells a story of harmony between humans and animals, tradition and innovation, luxury and responsibility. In a world increasingly concerned with environmental impact, alpaca stands as proof that we don't have to sacrifice quality for sustainability. With every thread, it offers a tangible connection between ancient lands and modern values. So the next time you run your fingers across a soft alpaca scarf or admire a hand-woven poncho, remember, you're not just feeling fabric, you're touching a legacy.